Tar Heels will kick it off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Huskies will have some work to do after that short return. And here's the man they want to get the ball to in this passing game. This is the type of receiver, David, when he's covered, he's still open.
He's still putting that hand up in the air. Coach, I'm still open. And more importantly, his quarterback knows that. They're going to move him all over the field. They're going to feature him on offense.
Coming out aggressively. Makes the grab down the left side. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Huskies. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Well, there's no secret who this offense wants to get the ball to. And on the very first play, they find a matchup on the outside one-on-one. They take a shot to him vertically down the field, and he does the rest. He is so athletic, and he is going to be a problem for this defense all game long.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Back to pass, it's O'Neal. Buys a little time. He gets it in there for the 2-point conversion, and the lead grows to 8. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So North Carolina's offense has its first opportunity of the day. You know, David, both of these teams have a strong safety that can support the run and also disruptive in the passing game.
I mean, it's just so nice to have a guy that's so physical, like a linebacker, but also can play like a DB. These guys are really revolutionizing defenses.
They hit people, too. They are heat-seeking missiles. Nobody wants to run over the middle of the field against these guys.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Really impressed with how this team has seized momentum here, playing on the road in this hostile environment. Their offense gets it first. They march down the field. They put up some points. And here's the defense now on their first drive, getting a critical sack on 3rd down.
And the Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Slips through the line. Oh, what a move! This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The offense set for a 1st down play. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they're trying to hand it off to the fullback for a quick hitter, but just nowhere to go. The defensive line, great job getting penetration to set up that play.
Looking to scramble. He's going to run it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Man, that used to just drive me nuts. I couldn't stand that. The quarterback drops back to pass, scrambles around. You got me chasing you all over the field, getting close to the sideline. Stay in bounds. Please stay in bounds. Let me get a little...
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, UConn. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try.
Get set, get set.
To the air, it's O'Neal. The sweet feet buy a little time. He's into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and they stretch that lead to 16. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away.
Set to kick this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. And that pass is intercepted. Got room on the return. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Huskies. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Back to throw, it's O'Neal. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's got the two-point conversion, and they build on that lead.
How about that for a momentum swing? The defense gets the pick six, offense comes right back on the field, and they get the two-point conversion.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
I know it's early in this game, but, man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job, already built a huge lead, now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football, and they better protect their quarterback better than they are right now.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, UConn 24, North Carolina 0.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Good enough for a 1st down.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's O'Neal. Quarterback adapting. Slings it downfield. Or did he find a hole in that secondary?
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. They'll run play action. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Shakes off the defender. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Man, if he could have stayed alive just a second longer, he might have had a big play.
And what a great job making the first guy miss and staying on your feet, staying powerful, but he just couldn't stay alive and continue to evade people. I'll tell you what, I might do a better job protecting him next time.
Wants to throw on second down. Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Huskies! If these guys wanted to make a statement, the statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop it. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. They'll try to run it in. He's not going to make it. Stopped short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Back to pass, it's Bradley. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. He wants to throw it again. Caught in the backfield, it's Jordan. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Tar Heels want to move quickly. Wants to fire on second down. He's right on target. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Bounced right back to them. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. He's looking to throw. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to get to it. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Off play action on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play.
That's the end of the first half. With the score,
UConn has it teed up to start this second half.
number 91, set to kick it off.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Comes out throwing on first down. It's complete to the left. Bust through behind his pad. It's loose. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. An offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Bradley. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Tight end finds a soft spot. Touchdown, North Carolina! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and then make the big play, get the touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. Right down the boulevard. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The UConn offense goes back to work. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. On 2nd and 10, a 4 wideout set, trips right. Back to throw, it's O'Neal. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you.
He's got it on the right. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Grabbed over the middle. It's Frazier. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, UConn 30.
This UConn offense really has it going. He'll just keep slinging it. Buys a little extra time. He makes a grab. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
UConn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchup.
Touchdown, UConn! And the punishment has been extended.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Grab behind the line. It's Jordan. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just...
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Dances away to buy time. Oh, what a move. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time, couple of plays into the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. To the air, it's Bradley. Throwing right. He's got it. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from. You try.
And they got him for the sack.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That's caught. It's Jordan.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. UConn going back to work on offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really good.
Snags it down the right side. And the big gain, they've got it on the 46. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the fourth quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay?
He's taking the shot. Final shot falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.